Hey there, everyone. So we just talked a little bit about how to build two-point perspective here with the vanishing points, the horizon line. If we moved a cube to the left or the right, how these angles got steeper or narrower, what happens when it sits on the horizon line or the eye level. So for this lesson today, especially with the holiday weekend coming up for 4th of July, I just thought we'd keep it simple. I had sent along a PDF of this book, and I was thinking what you could do is find one of the images in the PDF and then try to recreate one. So this is just like a seeing exercise. And I am going to do this table. So you can pick any of them, doesn't really matter which ones. And the goal here, I'll turn this, is to try to figure out where on the horizon line this table would be sitting. So because I can see the top of the table, that means it has to go below the horizon line. It can help me figure out how steep these angles are because of what we learned in the last lesson. Like if I put an edge here, it's really steep and narrow over here. So you can see that these angles are pretty steep and these get less drastic. So I'm gonna try and see if I put my vertical over here. Let's see if I get it kind of close. It's like a little quiz, if you will. For the more advanced students, if you want to do more of these, that would be fabulous. For the Drawing 1 students, if you want to do more, you should do it too. They're kind of fun if you work from them and try to figure out how they work, but I will be happy with one. Okay, so then you can see that this is longer and this is shorter, so that helps me kind of gauge where this back leg will go. And this one's closer. So somewhere in here. So I'm kind of close. Oh, maybe I'm going to bring that in a little narrower. I am. There we go. And I'll crisscross across and hope that I have about the right angle. Might be a little too high. Yes. So this point was too close to the horizon line because you can see, more of that tabletop. You can see that mine is shallower, meaning it's closer to the horizon line. If I dropped it down, I would have a bigger trapezoid here. I'm gonna run with it though. So then the trick here is to see if you can figure out how to draw the rest of the object. So I'm gonna do this first edge of the table. Now everything has to recede to these points. And this really comes down to our drawing basic shapes again. You can see how it all becomes simplified this way. We can erase our working lines in a minute. You can see where it unfolds. So I now have this top edge here and then this little indent here. I'm going to draw the legs. I might start to erase a little so I don't get too confused. A little high there. Yeah, that'll work. Oh, and this, I'm going to take this. These are going to come out. So you can now see the top of the table, but I started with that big basic shape just to get the proportions. I'm going to drop my legs down. This front one, because of foreshortening, should be a little bigger so it feels closer. And this one should be even smaller because it's receding further back. So as it shifts, he's got 3 here. And then even the little feet go to the vanishing point. And this is how people start to make some details. This one's already got it, but I need to include him here. I can erase that. So you can start to see this table building. I think the last thing that he has is just this little desk drawer. So again, everything's going to work to that vanishing point. And then these need to be vertical. I can put the little dot, and now I have the same table. So like I said, if you want to just do one of them, no problem. But if you wanted to try to do a couple more, that would be great. Drawing 2, I really encourage that you do a couple more where they become more complex, like the TV, or let me see. Yeah, they've got some really complicated ones here, which could be fun to try to do. Something with the books, all of those will recede. In the PDF I sent you, it doesn't have the vanishing point lines showing, but hopefully you can figure it out by locating, based on that top trapezoid, where it would sit in proximity to these dots. So again, this is just some working drawings, and then we will build a resolve drawing in the next unit. Okay, thanks everybody. See you soon.